I know you're like trying to shoot us and all, but like, could I get your insurance? Body slam him to the ground in my driveway at 3 a.m. Boy, do I have a story for you today. Get your coffee ready. Get your kitties in your lap like mine is. Only because he's hungry and wants food and is pretending to like me. Right, bud? Hi. You can't see him, but there he is. He's there. Oh, hello, bud. Alright, so today I'm going to be telling you guys a story of when this literally happened 2 nights ago. Hello. So it's very fresh, and I'm ready to tell this story. Just ignore him. Just ignore him. So today I'm going to be telling you guys the story of how a drunk driver hit my car and my neighbor's car and totaled my neighbor's car and got arrested in my driveway and had a gun. Alright, so let's just get into it. I need some coffee though. Okay, so it's like 3 a.m. I had just fallen asleep. I had been asleep for maybe an hour. Sorry, maybe 2 hours. I'd say 2 hours. And I wake up to a knock on the door and then like pounding on my door and like ringing the doorbell. And so me and my I'm one of those people that like when I wake up, I'm like really disoriented and confused. Like I'll wake up and be like, why did I set my alarm? Like what day is it? Where am I? Like I'm one of those people. And so they're like banging on the door, ringing the doorbell, and I'm like, and I look at my clock and it's like 3 a.m. and I'm like, what the heck? I'm about to die, I think. And I was like, I'm not answering that door. And so I'm like, just like got under my covers again. And I'm like kind of hiding because I'm like scared and I think I'm about to die. I'm not answering that door. If I answer that door, they're gonna shoot me and kill me or like kidnap me or something. Oh, I should have prefaced this with my mom every single day tells me do not park in the street where I park because we live on a corner. And she just always says not to park there. But I'm not allowed to park in the driveway because my brother has a crazy schedule. He works at like 4 a.m. so I'm not gonna wake up at 4 a.m. to move my car. I'm not gonna park behind my mom because also has a crazy schedule, so I can't park behind her, which leaves me and my brother, my other brother, my twin brother, to park in the street. And
but here's the other thing. So it's like our yard, and then there's like this really busy street, and then like a smaller side of the yard, and then our driveway, and then like the bigger side of the yard. And so, but our mailbox is on the bigger side of the yard. And we can't park too close to the mailbox because then the mail lady can't give us our mail, and she's like left us angry notes before. And so we have to park like a car length away from the mailbox, which then leaves like maybe another car length before my neighbor's yard. And I don't know, looking back on it, like maybe I should just park in front of my brother. But he kind of parks like in the middle of it, so like there's nowhere for me to park.
anyways, okay, whatever. So my mom always tells me not to park in the street, but there's nowhere else for me to park. Like I have no choice. I have to park there. It's not like I'm like defying my mom, like I'm gonna park in the street. But she always says, don't park in the street. Somebody's gonna hit your car. So, anyways. Finally, I get up, I peek out my window, I see that somebody had hit my car. And they're like my car's facing this way, like this is the front, and they like totally rammed in like head on. So I'm like, crap, okay, that's why they're banging on my door. And I was like, okay, so then I turn my light on, and then my brother also wakes up at the same time. And he's like, Haley, I was like, I know, someone hit my car. And then I go to wake up my mom, and I'm like, Mothership. I call my mom Mothership. I'm like, somebody hit my car, what do I do? And she's like, oh, just get their name and number. And so then, anyway, and then I answered the door, and I was like, it's like, hi, like, you hit my fucking car, like, what are you doing? And so then, one of the guys is still sitting in his car, and then the other guy walks back to my door, and he's like, oh, hi, and I was like, can I just, like, get your name and number? And he was like, oh yeah, this is my name, this is my number. And then I realized it's actually my across the street neighbor. And so then he was like, just telling me that like this guy hit my car, and that he's really like drunk, like belligerent drunk, like gone. And so So at first I thought that he was like with him, but then I realized like he actually just like heard it and then like came outside to help him, and then was like telling us that like my car got hit, being, you know, like the nicest neighbor ever. Like, I feel so bad. So then my mom also comes to the door and we're talking to him because we've literally grown up next to him like our entire life. I've grown up next to him like my entire life. So like we've known each other like 20 years, not 20, maybe like 18 years. And so he's like telling us like, oh, he's so drunk and like he has a gun. He's threatening me with this gun if I call the cops. But also like his dad's outside, all the other neighbors are outside, like, because everybody heard it. And so then so we're talking to my neighbor, and then cops end up showing up. And so then he's like, so then he left, and then we went inside, and then so we're like, me and my mom, my brother, like all watching out the window, and just like watching what's happening. And so like 3 cops came, a fire truck, an ambulance, and so we're like sitting here watching this guy and like get tested and everything, and they have him try to walk the line and he falls to the ground. Like, oh, what? We're like sitting in the window like spying on these cops, and we're like, oh my god, he just tried to walk the line and fell over. Like, we thought it was the funniest thing ever. I mean, you know, poor guy, like how sad this happened to him. Don't fucking drink and drive, idiot. But yeah, so then he tried to walk the line, he falls over, and then I don't know if they like found out that he had a gun or something, but then they just body slam him to the ground in my driveway at 3 a.m. They just body slam him to the ground and are like wrestling him and get him in handcuffs and then like shove him up against the car and is like searching him and all this. Oh my god. It was insane. Like, this was happening in my driveway at 3 a.m. As his car is like rammed into my car. His car's totaled. There's like oil everywhere. It's so bad. Okay, it's so bad. That's not even the worst of it. So they get him an ambulance. I don't know. I didn't watch him leave. I don't know if he went in a police car. He probably went to the ambulance. Honestly, during this time, I was like, get me my camera. I need to vlog this. I need receipts for my story time, which is honestly so bad. But like, literally as soon as this happened, I was like, this is gonna be story time. And here we are. So now the drunk, belligerent guy was taken away. The drunk, belligerent guy with a gun has been taken away. And the cops are like just doing their stuff, taking pictures. And then we're still like looking at the window and like, you know, peeking in. And we realized that there's a truck a few houses down in a yard, like in the yard, in somebody's yard, completely totaled. And so then we're like, oh my god, there's another truck. And I'm like messaging my neighbor this entire time, like, oh my god, what is happening? And I'm like, oh my god, there's another truck like next door to you. And he was like, yeah, blah blah blah. And we're like telling each other like what's going on. I'm like, okay, the police are doing this. He's like, yeah, the police told me this. And we're just like gossiping back and forth. And so there's another truck like a few houses down that was also hit, that he also hit. Now let me just, this is what the cops explained to us that happened. And I just want you to think. I just want to disclaim, that's not even the right word. I just want to say that I have the worst luck ever. Everything bad happens to me, and this sounds so dramatic, but seriously, like anything I do, if there's anything that can go wrong, it happens. Literally everything in my life. Like, so just keep that in mind. I have the worst luck ever, okay? So this drunk guy, which I actually know, by the way, I have also known him like my entire life. We live in a really small town, and so like I've known of him like my entire life, and I probably hung out with him a few times like when I was younger. Anyway, so like 3 houses down, he had to have been going so fast. He hit a truck in a driveway, then it like, he crashed into it, it pushed it into the yard next to them, completely totaled. This truck was completely totaled. Okay, so he was driving a little car and totaled this truck, okay? He hits it so hard, it throws it into the yard next to him, next to the house. then like spins out somehow and then is rolling all the way down the street. Now, also keep in mind, there are so many people, so many cars that park in the street on my street. It's one of those streets, okay? He's rolling down, misses my neighbors on this side's cars, misses my next door neighbors, misses my brother's car, misses my across the street neighbor's car. My car, very last car in the street, hits it, misses every single car, and hits mine. Like, are you kidding me? Misses every single car and hits mine, the very last car on the street. Like, how? Like, you had at least 4 other cars you could have hit, and you hit mine. Out of all of them, you hit mine. So, and I just want to say, my car, I worked my ass off to get that car. My parents did not buy my car. I make payments on this car. In high school, I started saving up for a car, worked my ass off, saved up enough money to get a down payment on this car. So, I've worked my ass off for this car, worked my ass off making payments on this car. I've had a loan, and also I only have 2 more payments on this car and it fucking gets hit anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to say that because I feel like if you like it, like that car's my baby, okay? I've worked my ass off for this car, and all my money goes to this car. Goes to cleaning this car, keeping her clean, keeping her oil changed, like keeping her top-notch condition. Like, this is my baby, like my first car. And my baby got hit. She got hit, okay? So it's a little traumatic for me, okay? So then now the cops are coming to talk to us, and they were seriously so nice. Like, they're like, I'm so sorry about your car, when like 3 houses down, his truck was completely totaled. And another thing I want to say, drinking and driving is like my biggest fucking pet peeve. Like, if you drink and drive, you are fucking trash. I'm sorry. Like, if you're watching this and you drink and drive and you're offended that I said that, it is one thing to put your own life in danger. It's none of my business. But when you drink and drive, you're putting everybody's life in danger, and he's lucky he didn't kill somebody. Or himself. I'm surprised he didn't kill himself, honestly. I didn't say a single word to this guy. 1, because he had a fucking gun, and 2, because I would have lost my shit on him. And my car, I'm very lucky that it's very minimal damage to my car. However, I do have to get a new bumper. My poor baby needs a new bumper. She never been hurt before, and she need a new bumper. Also, since he was arrested and had a gun, I couldn't exactly like go up to him, get his info, and be like, I know you're like trying to shoot us and all, but like, could I get your insurance? Like, it doesn't work that way. And I couldn't get his information. I mean, obviously like the cops are gonna take care of it all, but like, I don't know if he has insurance at this point. But if he doesn't have insurance, I'm basically screwed. And I was told pretty much my only option would be to take him to court, which then I would have to pay to take him to court. And I get, like, oh, why does this shit happen to me? I'm so angry because it was a drunk driver. Like, if it was a guy that was like, I'm sorry, like, I just didn't see your car, it was on the corner, like, I'm so sorry, I would have been like, I'm so sorry for parking there, but like, give me your info, you know? But since he was fucking drinking and driving, I have no fucking sympathy. I will sue his ass if I have to. I will ruin his life for him to fix my bumper. I'm not fucking kidding. And that might sound dramatic, but that's what he gets for drinking and driving. As much as I totally bashed on that guy that hit my car, I'm glad he's safe. I'm glad nobody got hurt. Please don't drink and drive. He's so lucky he didn't kill himself or kill somebody else. Please don't drink and drive. Call an Uber, call a taxi, call your friend, call your mom, call your dad, call your grandma. Like, literally call anybody. I promise you, anybody who loves you would rather you call them at 4 a.m. than you die drinking and driving. Even if you think you're okay to drive, you could, and even if you don't get in an accident, you could still get pulled over and get a DUI, and DUIs ruin lives. I'm not kidding. That's all I have for today. I do have many more story times coming, so stay tuned for those. And yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow for Vlogmas. Bye.